to pretend with me, sir. Life can be tough.
So it can.
And no man owes another anything.
No, sir.
But still, I feel you were hard done by. Losing your employment like that. But still, here in Rhodes, we have work enough for honest men.
Ah, that's some strong stuff. Still, don't seem to be doing you any harm, I guess.
Exactly.
Whoa.
Excuse me a moment.
I told you we was moving up in this world. Deputies.
You have finally lost your mind.
Amongst these drunkards, hillbillies, and slavers? Good honest thieves like us. We're bound to be moralizers in a place like this. Oh, Sheriff Gray, you are back.
Now listen, sir. There is shine in them woods, though. And it is costing this county its good name. And the state a whole lot of income. You boys wouldn't mind rooting it out. Maybe we'll make you permanent. I gotta set me down a second.
Not a problem, sir. Not a problem at all. You are in safe hands now. And people waste time with the temperance movement. Liquor never dulled a good man's senses. Arthur, you ride with the deputy. Bill and I will follow.
Climb on up. Let's go.
Archibald?
How are you?
Pretty good.
And your friend is behaving himself?
Oh, yes. I think he's learned his lesson.
Congratulations on becoming a temporarily deputized citizen of Scarlet Meadows County. Most towns just get bounty hunters to do their dirty work these days, but Sheriff Gray believes the law should keep the law. Now, I'm sure I don't need to remind you there's a chain of command here.
There is?
Dang straight there is. This is a dangerous business, but follow my lead and you'll be just fine.
Sure. Hey! Archibald wants to remind us he's in charge here.
Of course.
Who else would be?
But you were a big help with them Anderson boys, and I put in a very good word with the sheriff on your behalf.
We appreciate that.
We rounded up the others soon after. I'm pushing for the rope myself, but that's by the by.
So, these moonshiners.
Not just any moonshiners, Braithwaites. I told you about the Braithwaites?
Pretty sure you did.
Old Cotton family had a fortune at one point until, well, a few changes in the labor laws. Now they're dealing in moonshine. We found their stills hidden all over Lemoyne. Quick as we destroy one, another one pops up. You could call it a pitiful fall from grace, if they had any grace to start with.
I have no time for tax dodgers.
Not to mention the fact that Catherine Braithwaite has a rather expensive interest in thoroughbred horses to maintain.
But I heard something about it being gold these families were fighting over.
Well, that's the rumor. But the Grays and the Braithwaites think the others stole a fortune from them. But it happened so long ago, I don't know for sure if it's true.
Must be tough being rich, huh?
So I imagine.
That badge rather suits you, Mr. W.
Yes. I thought so, too.
Does it feel good to be back at it? Serving your country?
I wouldn't go that far.
Whoa! Whoa! Hold up. You see that wagon?
These damn flies. I swear they got it in for me.
You could try washing once in a while.
Come on, mister. Keep your eyes open. Oh, this must have happened recently. Hey, come have a look at this. Look, suit and tie, one bullet clean through the forehead. Well, my money says this is the handiwork of a gang called the Lemoyne Raiders.
Yeah, I've run into them.
Let's see if we've got any identification. Okay. We should get going. I'll send someone over here later to clean this up. Would you mind taking the reins? I want to have a look at these papers.
Sure.
I'll direct you. Okay. Frederick Mitchell, Lemoyne State Legislator. Poor feller. Yes, this certainly smacks of the Raiders to me. Bunch of ex-Army Free Staters without an ounce of respect for the law. That's 7 government officials they've murdered this year alone.
Yep. Not the nicest fellas in my experience.
Oh, and I know the Braithwaites are in business with them. No shame. Go right at the crossroads. Trash begets trash, my Uncle Reginald used to say. He had a few stories, let me tell you. Town preacher and town sheriff. They're right again here. To drink a sailor under the table before breakfast. He had one tiny hand, like a child's, on the end of a grown man's arm. But anyway, this tells you what kind of people the Braithwaites are. Selling moonshine to murderers. I tell folks don't even speak to him. Don't even look him in the eye.
I'm sure I wouldn't.
Here we are. So what was I saying?
Something about the Braithwaites, I think.
Even saying that word makes me sick. Now, anyone we find here, we bring in alive, understood? Round them up, then take this operation down for good. Come on. Let's see what we're dealing with. See? See? What did I tell you, boys? What did I say? I said this place was crawling with vermin, and we just found ourselves the rat's nest par excellence, as they say in Paris. My aunt, she went to Paris back in '78.
How are we gonna handle this?
Well, the way I see
Actually, let my friend here decide. He doesn't have your fine way with words, but he is definitely the man for the job.
Let's split up. Arthur and Bill, me and Archibald. You boys want right or left?
We'll take the right.
Let's stop these filthy, degenerate tax dodgers. The cheek of them.
A fine idea.
Remember what he said. We need them alive. Let's just knock them out and then tie them up.
Got it, Deputy Williamson.
Hold back. See if they split up.
Oh, he used to hate being sent to other countries. Still ain't going to Europe like that.
Forget the rider. Don't round him up later. Get the other one. Someone's coming. Stay out of sight. Anthony! Anthony, where you at, boy?
Got
Goddamn fool.
Where you at, boy? Anthony!
I got this one. Right. Let's gather them up.
Just drop him with the others.
I think that's it.
Well, what do we do now?
We better destroy all this. Any of your boys can handle explosives?
Sure. Anyone but him.
So, tell me about the...
That is the last time I'll mention it, I swear.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Well, years ago, they was the finest family around. 1,000 acres or more, 300 slaves, and, well, decadence crept into their way of living. Decadence and debauchery. Kind of like in England, which is why they head off. And at the same time, the Grey family came from Scotland recently, maybe 120 years ago. And they challenged the Braithwaites. And over time, a feud developed. With the Greys being right and proper in pretty much everything, and the Braithwaites being uncivilized and English in their manners, if you know what I mean. And so it has gone on like this for years.
Please tell me you're almost done, Arthur.
Sure. Just a second.
get out of here.
Fine by me.
Quick, let's go before any more show up. All right, I'll see you over there.
Well done. Well, forgive me, but me and my men must return to our lives. Ah, seems like we failed to destroy the last of the moonshine.
Sure.
Would you like us to?
Well, I normally take it. For personal consumption, it's sort of part of the job. But I better get back home. Why don't I just take a jug or two and leave you boys the rest to show that there's no hard feelings on account of the war?
We are all Americans.
Of course. My cousin, Webster, he used to say some of us is not as American as others, if you know what I mean. Only I didn't quite. Come on, you degenerate, no-good, white trash, hillbilly piece of scum. I know you, Billy Lime.
Finally.
You've always been a piece
Finally.
of crap. Come on, move.
We have a life on a land so stupid, a backwater so backwards that even we are like geniuses. Bill, get this stuff out of here. Come on, you ride with me.
Okay.
Should I stash this somewhere near camp, boss?
Yes, show it to Hosea. I'm sure he can find a use for it. Bit of trouble back there, Arthur?
Ain't there always? From what they was yelling, I think they were the buyers.
Old Archibald didn't ask too many questions, so neither should we.
I ain't planning to.
That was worth the effort, though. Deputized and hiding in plain sight. These lawmen, these two families. I mean, I really think we can play this from all sides. It's got Jose written all over it.
This is starting to
trying to
sound
get the
like the
law
Young
on us?
Dutch again.
What do you mean, young Dutch? I'm as strong as I have ever been. Hey, you know what? Why don't I race you back? Ooh. Yeah! Come on! Let's make this interesting.
Okay, you're on.
That's the spirit. Okay. On my word. Set, go! You never were much of a rider.
We'll see about that. Anytime you want to stop for a breather, you let me know. Yeah. Yeah. Final stretch. You hold that lead? No doubt. Yeah. It's sad to think back to you in your prime. Go. Come on.
I never knew you were quite so good at running away, Arthur.
I never knew age had slowed you down quite so much.
Well, time is a bastard. When you get to be my age, well, you'll know that better than anything. Be well. I had fun with you today. I was gonna say you're like a son to me. But you're more than that.
on, Jack. Read for me, little.
I'm hungry, Mama.
We're all hungry, son. Just try reading.
Later.
Okay. Go have a rest now.
Mr. Bell.
How you doing?
Good.
Nice.
So, what's for dinner? Dysentery again?
At least I don't long to be a sheriff.
No chance of getting fat around here.
Why have you got a problem with me?
I'm only kidding around.
Well, good then. I think.
You gonna pass out in your own shit again?
Yeah. Heard it all before.
Take it easy. I'm just needling you.
Shit, you're really getting me riled up there.
On the run from the law, dressed as a lawman. Only you.
I think someone saw some wolves not far away. You should watch yourself.
And you wonder why no one likes you.
I'm only joking with you.
Yeah, a regular comedian.
God. Hello, Arthur.
You're wasting your time pining after John.
I don't want to hear it right now.
He only looks out for one person, and that's John Marston.
Why do you do this?
If you want to learn the hard way, that's up to you.
I ain't rising to this.
Hey, what are you working on?
Fire
You're a
arrows.
real gentleman.
Interesting.
You give me a bottle of moonshine and I'll make you some.
Moonshine. Whiskey do?
No, has to be moonshine. Whiskey ain't strong enough.
Okay. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Arthur! Whoa, Arthur! You smell. It's cologne. It's liquor. It's cologne from Cologne, Germany.
Oh, I just had a few nips, Arthur. I'm not drunk. I'm just happy. You know, you ought to try it sometimes.
Drinking?
Try happiness. Just a little.
Arthur?
Miss Karen, how you getting on?
Fine so far. And to think I was once a damsel in distress, and now they got me protecting the men.
Just stay alert.
Oh, I shall do. And if anyone tries anything, I'll blow their heads off.
How are you, Mr. Morgan?
Lenny!
Hey there, Arthur.
You've been doing good.
Thanks, Arthur.
Here, I picked up this. I heard you talking about losing the one your pa gave you.
Well, that is mighty kind. Thank you, Arthur.
Don't mention it. You sicken me.
Oh, no, not this.
You foul little wretch.
Leave me alone.
We should feed you to the wolves.
Just go away, Arthur.